Hello, my lovelies. It's Monday Mutterings time. We're just going to have an old-fashioned chat today. This is what my camera looks like when it's completely zoomed out. You're probably wondering why I don't have the background up. Well, because we're chatting. So you see this awesome shelf that my husband installed. It's got these little supports because it's on hinges, so that when I put my background up, I can just move all the plants, and then it folds right down against the wall, and then I can put my background structure up to put my fabric on, etc. At some point, I will probably show you how that works, just because it's cool, and I had an idea, and my husband helped me realize that idea, although I did totally make it myself. Thank you. He just supervised. I find I can do lots of things with supervision. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to show off the shelf. Our lights. These are our pepper plants from outside because frost was coming, and they're still producing jalapeno, Thai chili peppers, and then these are like little, no, that's my Anaheim, my banana pepper, Thai chili peppers, and then these are little red sweet peppers, I think. So they're still producing and blooming. So I wanted them brought in, and they are now brought in. Hopefully this will work. But yeah, I wanted to give them an extra day to kind of acclimate to inside. So I didn't like move them and put all the stuff up. So let's zoom into normal because you can see my lights, and that's tacky. Yay! So yeah, so that's why I know fancy background today, because I want to baby the plants for the moment. So I got that covered. Next, I am working on filming our craft for tomorrow. Hopefully it turns out like it's supposed to. We will try. It was something I saw on Pinterest. So we're gonna give that a go. We'll see. And I want to talk to you about my gig last weekend. Most of you know I'm in a band. I am the drummer in Naked Country. We are a country Americana band. We don't really sound like country on the radio today because country on the radio today is pretty much just pop music. So we do a lot of originals and covers. We have worked in many covers now. We try and do it like original cover, two covers, two originals, that kind of deal. Because, well, I mean, we do originals, but we've worked in covers because people like to hear songs that they know. So, I mean, we understand that. That's totally cool. And our covers run the gamut. We do more classic country than new things. We cover Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, more classic songs. But like we also have Miranda Lambert, Shooter Jennings, Hank 3. It's country that appeals to us more so. But then we work in things like Sunvolt. What else do we have in there? Like we try to sort of work in some different things. And of course, you know, I mean, it never fails. We get requested to play Skinnerd, which we will do sometimes. But I can tell you right now that I never, ever want to hear Sweet Home Alabama ever again. That's what everybody wants to hear. We also refuse to play Brown Eyed Girl. I love Van Morrison, but we will never play in that song. Or Mustang Sally, the other really popular, I don't know why. It's not, I mean, Mustang Sally's fine, but it's not like the greatest song in the world. But that's always requested. I don't know. Yes, so this is kind of like, what is it like being a band that actually gets to play out and play gigs, and how does it go? So it really depends on the venue, how well we do. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. We always sound good, but our reception it really depends on the venue. You have to know your audience. Up to this point, we've been fairly lucky. There was a great spot we used to play at down in Petersburg, Virginia, called Steel Horse. Their clientele was motorcycle dudes and ladies, and like redneck. I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but you guys know what I mean. Like the rednecky type people, the people that hunt and fish and country folk type of deal. And they are definitely our crowd. They like us. They like us quite a bit. I loved playing there. It was always fun. The audience was super receptive. They are great. And they were really happy to hear originals. Like, they didn't scream, play this or play that all the time. When you're a band, you practice. We practice every week for about 4 hours every week, because we want to be tight. We want to make sure that we know what we're doing, that we can play this stuff in our sleep if we have to, and we're constantly working on new material, new covers, new original tunes, whole deal. Keep it fresh, keep it, moving along so we don't sound exactly the same every time. Every single gig we play, we switch the set lists up. And here's the thing, we have set lists. Like, we know what we're going to play. It's all right there. Yes, we do have extra songs that we have practiced in case we get requests for, but they're not songs that are in our normal set list because they either aren't up to our own standards or we just don't particularly like them, but we know we're going to get requests. Sweet Home Alabama, for example. So that we know how to play it, we know how it goes, but we really try to not play it if we don't have to. And I know we're not the only band. Which, you as an audience, if the band is like, does anybody have any requests? That's awesome. But if the band is not, does anybody have any requests? Please don't just scream songs. That's really rude. Can you imagine yourself at work? Say you're working on a spreadsheet or something and somebody screams at you, yeah, make some copies, when you're not making copies. It's disconcerting. It happens. We know what's going to happen, but that's just an FYI for you out there. So anywho, yes, the Steel Horse was one of our favorite places to play. Unfortunately, the owner sold it, and it's been sold like 3 times since then, so who knows what's going on there. So the other place that we always play is campgrounds up further in Virginia. It's one of those places where you can like rent a cabin for a week or like the whole summer, but they have like mini golf. They have those big blow up things like on the lake that you jump on and people, bouncy thingies. They have like hay wagon rides. They have all kinds of stuff to do. Playgrounds, fishing pond, it's a nice place. They have a big pool. They have a little general store. It's a great little family campground. And they also try to have music every weekend during the summer, which is super awesome, I think. So we usually play there 2 to 3 times in the summer, and we have great reception there. The folks really like us. The crowd is amazing. Like, they are amazing. They are so into it. They sing along. They dance. And they're actually super polite. Like, after we're done, they're like, hey, since you're going to be coming back, could you learn some George Jones maybe? So we learned George Jones because that's what you do, They are awesome. That is such a fun place to play. So all of that. What we did this past weekend was we played a new place we've never played before. It is a pub type place, restaurant and bar, and they were doing a country night. Apparently the last few bands they've had have been kind of thrash metal, so they were trying to switch it up just to, switch it up. So what they ended up doing was the first band of the night played on the patio, and they were kind of a Jimmy Buffett band with also some country music thrown in. So they went first. It was good. We got there early so we could listen because it's always good to support local musicians when you can. and then we played. And it was interesting. Like, they couldn't quite figure us out. We did have some very receptive people that were just super psyched to have a band, you know, like, yay, a band, woohoo, a band that's not metal for a change. And a little switch up from Jimmy Buffett, which was, you know, we don't play the same, I guess we're technically sort of in the same genre, but our music style is really different. So it's nice to have that, you know, variety is always good. It went okay. I think the band sounded great. And you know, it went okay. But it's one of those things that, like, some people were disappointed because it was country night. And I'm like, well, why did you come up on country night? Because the nice thing about playing this place, they advertised. A lot of places don't really advertise a lot. They advertised for weeks in advance, which was cool for us. It's always nice to see your name out there. But so we had some people come in specifically to listen to country music. But some people, I guess, just showed up and were like, ugh, country. And sometimes those people, like, I don't think they actually listen to the music. They just have a thing in their head that this is what it sounds like. Like, it's all about my dead dog and my wife left me. And our songs aren't really about that. I don't know. I guess don't be so judgmental. It's like people always say, I like everything but country and rap. Well, you know what? I like some country and I like some rap. It depends. Do you have a really good flow? Does it have a good beat? Are you saying something interesting? Then I'm into you. I don't really give a squat what genre you're in. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. That's just a whole music thing. So, any hoodles, yeah. So that's how the gig went. I am assuming we got paid. Don't have any money in hand. That is my expo money. Hopefully Joe will give me his pay too. If he does, then I should, between mine and his, we should get like $150, which is almost half of an Xbox One. If we could just get one more gig for the middle of November, because that's when Fallout 4 comes out, that would be great. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I need money for my gaming system because it's super important, right? I know it's silly and it's not a necessary thing, but it's necessary to me. And as much as I love to play, I need another gig. Something. Any hoodles, I'm over my usual 12 or 10 minutes. I'm almost at 13 actually. So I'm going to shush for now, but I enjoyed our little talk. I need to go craft and video the craftiness. Yeah, I need to go and videotape that. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully it will edit beautifully. Hopefully, let's keep our fingers crossed that it turns out as cool as it looked on Pinterest. I have a feeling that doesn't happen very often from my own experience. But we'll see. Okay, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.